Where we're going, we don't need roads, which makes it sound like this review is going to take place in the middle of nowhere. But have no fear. We're actually looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Vamp. Here's one on my shelf. As we can see here, we're going to look at that in this review. Here's Clutch driving his way to oblivion. And more specifically, playing chicken with a hiss tank. Not too smart, but who knows? He's a crazy mofo by the looks of things. Here he is he's got a grunt passenger, or grunt, yeah, one of the grunt soldiers as a passenger. So welcome back to TAKTAK Toys YouTube channel, your home of movie-based action figures in 6-inch scale. G.I. Joe Classified Valorous Action Force. This video is not for kids, and specifically in this video, the G.I. Joe Classified Vamp. So let's have a look at the packaging first off. One thing I really like about the packaging here, it's got a reminiscent vibe of the 80s, where you can see the figure in the little sort of plastic blister card or plastic, packaging, and then the artwork of Clutch on the side of the Vamp. I really like that. That's a really nice nod back to sort of the 80s sort of figures and vehicles that were in the line. So yeah, this is the Vamp. I got a couple from Pulse and one from In Demand Toys. Yeah, really good price point. We're going to get into it. I'm doing this review like a bit of a lazy bugger on my bed, so I'm doing something a bit different. I haven't actually put it in the diorama, just decided to do it on my bed. So like the hiss tank, actually I did that review on my bed as well, so you're going to see it where all the magic happens, or lack of magic in this case, but at least the Vamp's on there, so that's exciting. So yeah, as I say, here's the packaging. That's the front, really good looking packaging. Here's the side of the box. As you can see, the Vamp number is 112 in the line. You've got the QR code which you can scan. You've got a picture of Clutch on the side of the vehicle. Now, interestingly, I watched a interview with Lenny and Emily and Tony and the Full Force, and they said that generally moving forward, vehicles will have army builders with them, or they'll try and do that. So it's interesting that Clutch comes with the Vamp here. Let's have a look at the back of the packaging. As you can see, everything it comes with. So this is Clutch, the Vamp itself, the accessories including the different helmets, the shotgun, the shovel, kind of the axe, all that kind of good stuff. So you do have to do a bit of building of the Vamp out of the box. As I say, I got one initially from In Demand Toys and then 2 more from Pulse, so I kind of knew what to do in terms of building it. It doesn't require much assembly. You just got to literally put the wheels on, you put all the bits and pieces on the vehicle, as well as sort of the gun at the back. So it's quite simple to build, which is good. And again, the price point is really reasonable. So here in the UK, it's about £104. I'm sure in the US, it's probably about the same, $105. I know on Pulse, Hasbro Pulse in the US, I think it's sold out. It's still available here on Hasbro Pulse in the UK, which is good. So it's really nice. If you want to pick it up, you still can at the time of this video. Here's some lovely artwork of Clutch on the side. So this is, at the moment, the only way you can get Clutch with the Vamp. He might get a single release in the future, but Dr. Mindbender and Serpentor so far haven't had single releases. Of course, Serpentor came with his Air Chariot and Dr. Mindbender was a deluxe figure. But this is some really nice artwork on the side, I've got to say. It looks really good. Clutch does actually come with that wrench that you can see him holding there. So to say, on the side it says G.I. Joe 1112 in the line. And again, welcome back to TAKTAK Toys, your home of action figure content. So let's get into that action figure content a bit further. Yeah, so as I say, let's get on into it and let's have a further look at the packaging here. So there we go. In fact, I've opened it. Yeah, let's have a look. So we're going to see what's inside, and here we go. You can see obviously all the bits and pieces on the side. There's Clutch himself. There's the kind of bits and pieces such as the gas canisters and ammo can and all that kind of business. The axe in that box where it says Clutch next to the box itself. There's the vehicle itself. And the wheels. So, like I say, you have to attach the wheels onto the Vamp. There isn't one clear way of doing it. I've just kind of I've looked at a few YouTube videos. I've kind of used some advice from Facebook. I think basically where you see these wheels at the top, these go in pairs. So 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, I presume. That's how I've done it. It seems to have worked out fine. The first one I built, I didn't do it like that. I just put the wheels on in an ad hoc manner and it seemed okay. I know Lenny has sort of provided a video and sort of said you can change the tyres out if the wheels don't quite fit, but they've been fine on mine so far. Let's have a look at Clutch himself. So let's have a look at the articulation. Head goes up and down a little bit. Arms go out. You've got butterfly joints and they go to a T-pose. You've got double jointed elbows. You've got full wrist rotation. I believe this is on the Outback body. So like, yeah, regular Outback, as you can see, the butterfly joint there, pretty good butterfly joint as well. Regular Outback and Tiger Force Outback. I prefer the Tiger Force Outback myself, but yeah, great range of motion there in terms of great T-pose, full, yeah, good butterfly joints, as I say. Obviously, vest does hinder the ab crunch a little bit. Again, on the same side, very good range of motion. So that's really, really good. Yeah, I'm going to actually swap the clutch head on this. I'm going to use the clutch head as a mask for my Zartan when I have a play. I'm going to put a Steel Brigade helmet on. You'll see that the sort of the grunt, the head fits on this okay. A little bit fits a little bit low on the neck, but you'll see. So you've obviously got thigh cuts. You've got double jointed knees. These are pretty smooth at the packaging. There you go, no need to heat them up in this case. Sometimes you need to heat figures up. You might have seen my 60th anniversary Action Soldier. That needed a bit of heat, but it was completely fine out of the package. Once I did that, boot cuts and obviously ankle articulation, so you've got all that good stuff. There you go. Yeah, I'm doing this on my bed again, so I haven't used the diorama. The actual box is the background in this one. I thought I'd just do something different. I was feeling lazy, basically. So there we go, something a little different, yeah, in terms of a video. But that's the articulation, as you can expect, standard articulation on a G.I. Joe Classified figure, and it's pretty good, to be honest, pretty good. So this is how I've got him looking. Yeah, this is my second Vamp, and he'll be wearing this Steel Brigade helmet. It's actually the one that comes with Grunt, so fitted that on, and yeah, and here is the actual Vamp out the packaging. So as you can see, it doesn't have the wheels on the actual vehicle out the box. So let's have a look at it in 360 degrees. So you do have to fit a few pieces here and there on, but it's pretty fun fitting them on. They just literally clip onto the vehicle, and they're pretty sturdy on once they're fitted. The gun at the back, that can be a bit loose. I found that a bit loose on my initial one. It's got a toe at the front of the vehicle, which does work, so that's fun. And the actual windscreen does fold down as well, which makes putting the figures in quite easy. There's this instruction booklet, which you can see does come with the Vamp. So you can see inside, I'll just open it. It gives you all the instructions, like how to fit the wheels on. I'll be honest, it's not it's not the most helpful in terms of how to fit the wheels on. You just have to kind of wing it, should we say. They do seem to go in pairs, so I just did it like that. As you can see, the lights go on here. That was in the box initially, the lights. There's no light up features or anything like that, and obviously if you didn't know, clutch goes in the vehicle. I mean, you know, if you didn't know that, what are you doing buying G.I. Joe Classified? But yeah, the actual figure goes in the vehicle. So yeah, pretty simple, but they have to include these instructions, don't they, for legal reasons. And here's the Vamp built. So there you go. As you can see, I've put the ammo canisters in a vertical sort of position because I think they fit quite well like that. As I say, this is the Grunt steel core helmet, and this is the driver's helmet, which does fit over the head of clutch. I'll be putting this on a Grunt figure I have, so what I'm going to do as a passenger is put another Grunt figure in the passenger seat, leave his Grunt face on, and put that over it, if that makes sense. So yeah, and this guy will be my sort of generic kind of troop builder driver, because obviously I've got another one with clutch. And as you can see there, the windscreen folds down. There's no light up features, no batteries or anything like that with this vehicle. So as you can see there, yeah, it's a removable sort of twin gun. I guess 50 cal. Again, I'm not really sure what they're called, but I'm guessing 50 cal. And let's be honest, we really want to see the figure in the vehicle, don't we? So we're gonna do that in a minute. But yeah, and all these bits and pieces like the shovel and all that kind of thing, they just clip right onto the vehicle. They're easily removable, like the shovel's easily removable if you want. Oops, should have realised that putting it on the box there, it was going to fall off a couple of times. It does fall back in a moment, so I put it sideways again, which is, yeah, so there you go, sideways again, which is a bit easier. This would be a lot easier in my diorama, but like I said, I was feeling lazy. I love the colour scheme on the Vamp, I've got to say. The sort of different greens and everything, they look so good. So, and it's a really good price point. There's Clutch's shotgun on the side, which I've stored there. So let's see him in the vehicle. There we go. Yeah, and there he is. So it's quite easy. You can just clip the hands onto the steering wheel if you just open them up a little bit. There's the ammo canisters, and yep, better point that away. Safety first. Yeah, you've got all I'm just being silly in this video, by the way. I hope you're enjoying my silly humour. Yeah, so I mean, it's a great vehicle. I think it's a really good vehicle. It's scaled really nicely. I do feel like the His Tank and the Vamp are slightly underscaled, but they have to be for space reasons. It's overall a really good offering. You know, it's a good price point. It fits probably quite easily into people's collections, although it does take up a bit of space. It's a lot bigger than people probably expect, but as you can see, I think it's really worth at least getting one if you can. If you can afford to get a couple, or you can get a couple, I'd say definitely go for it. And we're going to get more, aren't we? We're going to get a Vamp version too. I'm sure they're going to do a Stinger like this for Cobra. You know, all sorts of vehicles. It makes me think an Ore Striker would be quite good as well, which I'm sure is coming. All that kind of good stuff's got to be coming. We are rumoured to be getting a Snowcat and a Thunder Machine in classified scale. Whether that's going to be this year or 2025, not really sure, but Yojo June will definitely probably make that clear to us. So I think this is a really good vehicle overall. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Let's stick the Vamp in the collection. So here's my HISS tank on my windowsill. Do need to put a blind on there to sort of protect it. Here's 250 cal guns that came with the Anniversary Soldier. And there's one of my Vamps. That one was from In Demand Toys. And this is the second one from Pulse. And I do have a third one which I need to open up. And I will do, but yeah, I really like them. They're great fun to play with. I've played with my first Vamp a couple of times against the HISS tank. I wanted there to be a vehicle that the HISS tank could sort of go up against, because I did feel like the Joes were a bit outpowered as Dan Who said on one of our Joes and Juice live streams, and I agree with him. With just the HISS tank, the Joes were a bit overpowered or outnumbered. The Vamp kind of helps you know, restore a bit of firepower on the Joe's side. Obviously, we've got the Dragonfly coming out later this year. I feel like the Dragonfly, for myself personally, I'm not going to play with it as much, so I've kind of avoided it. But let's talk more Joes. Of course, you can check out Joes and Juice on Dan Who's channel. We talk all the latest Joes. There are other live streams available, but as I say, in regard to Joes and Juice, you can check out Dan, Tom Mini Plastic Multiverse, and myself talking all the latest G.I. Joe classified news. You can check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. I know he got a Vamp and he stuck it in his collection. He did some really nice sort of turf work in his collection, so it's sitting on some turf. You've got Justin Collects. He's recently done a video on Valaverse, in fact, on the Legends of the White Dragon. Feel free to check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Tour Review. I must hit Miguel up and ask him if he picked up a Vamp. They're really, really good. Feel free to check out Austin, the Hero Collectors. You can, of course, check out Trevor, the 1/6 shooter, for all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions and more. For action figure reviews in Ireland, you can of course check out Brian's action figure reviews. Feel free to check out Cypher Sigma for action figure pickups and film reviews, so feel free to check him out. You can of course check out Why So Serious Toys as well. And feel free to check out Big Will, Pictures and Plastic. I may not have put all the YouTube channels in here. I've just realised this as I'm throwing this video together. If I haven't, apologies to anyone may have left out. You can of course check out Dante and the Infinity Equation. Agent Z-Man is another one. You can check out, feel free to check out Elson Official Music for music of his own design, and of course covers of famous pop music. Feel free to check out AC Toy Design and his YouTube and his Patreon, where he talks custom action figures. You can of course check out Robo Don't Know for his weekly rewind and his reviews. Does a really good job. And feel free to check out Toy Pics, Photo Dave and Toy Pics for action figure photography and toy tips and tricks regarding toy photography. And of course you can check out the 3POA podcast. And if you like film and TV, feel free to check out filmandtvreview.com. Links to everything again in the comments below. So here's my first Vamp from In Demand Toys on my bed, having a little battle with my HISS tank. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And for some great places to purchase G.I. Joe Classified, you can of course check out Blue Owl Collectibles, and feel free to check out my affiliate link in the comments below. You can of course check out Comics and Cocktails. Again, all these great places stock G.I. Joe Classified. You can of course check out the whole shebang. Now of course, the Vamp is a Pulse exclusive, both in the UK and the US, but In Demand Toys did manage to get a few, but they did sell out. For all your Valaverse needs, you can check out, for Action Force, you can check out valaverse.com. Feel free to check out all the cool stuff. You can of course check out Star action figures, and they've got a bit of a sale on G.I. Joes at the minute, so feel free to check them out. You can of course check out Kapow Toys. So yeah, all great places to check out. And like I mentioned, In Demand Toys, that's where I got my first Vamp. They've sold out at the minute now, so obviously they are available on Pulse UK if you're in the UK and you're watching this video. And of course props and replicas. So here's hopefully a sign of things to come. This is the Dreadnoks Thunder Machine. I hope that we do see this in Classified. There is quite a lot of rumours it's going to be coming. You can check out my video on the 60th anniversary Action Soldier. Here he is next to the classic bazooka. If you like, I think he's quite a decent figure, quite a good figure. course, there's things that could be improved, but I really like him. I've got quite a few of these, so let me know in the comments below if you've got any, or if you've got a Vamp, or what you thought of the Vamp. Many thanks, of course, for watching. You make all these videos possible, and until next time, I hope you just enjoy those flicks and figs, and I'll see you on the next one.